In the world of higher education, attracting the best and brightest isn't just a goal. It's pretty much everything, right? But here's a thought. What if the tools you're using to find that top tier talent are, well, actually holding you back? Today, we're going to dive into a specialized approach for academic recruitment that's designed to fix that exact problem.
So, let's be real. Is your university struggling to attract those top level academic candidates? If so, trust me, you are not alone. All those unique things, the specific qualifications, the publication histories, the research grants that really define an academic career, they just get lost in the shuffle on those big corporate job sites. It's kind of like trying to catch a specific rare fish with a giant net meant for tuna. It's just the wrong tool for the job. And that right there, that's the heart of the problem. You see, these generic job platforms, they're built for everybody, which means they're not really built for anybody specific. They just don't have the detailed filters, the right lingo, or the structure you need for highly specialized academic searches. And what happens? You get this super frustrating situation where incredible institutions and brilliant candidates are just passing each other by. They can't connect.
So, because this is such a common headache, a lot of institutions are starting to think differently. They're looking at a whole new strategy, bringing the recruitment process back home. The big idea is to stop relying so heavily on these generic third-party sites and instead take direct control over their own talent pipeline. So how are they doing this? Well, the solution that's really picking up steam is something called job board software. And what is that exactly? The best way to think about it is like this. You get to create your own custom job site, a specialized one just for you. And the best part? It integrates right into your university's website, so you have total ownership over your brand and what that whole experience feels like for a candidate.
Okay, but what really makes this kind of software different? What's the secret sauce? Well, the key thing is that it is, and I'm pulling this straight from the source here, dedicated to and built for higher education. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. That specialization, that focus, it's baked right into its DNA, and that's what makes it so effective.
And this really just spells it out, doesn't it? On one hand, you've got the general job boards. It's the classic square peg in a round hole problem, right? They're trying to make corporate stuff fit the academic world. But on the other hand, you have a system that's been designed from the ground up with academia in mind. It already understands things like publications and grant requirements. This tailored approach means it's ready to go for the unique world of higher education.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but let's get down to brass tacks. What does this actually mean for you? What are the real, tangible benefits for an institution that decides to go this route?
Well, it really comes down to three huge wins. First up, massive reach. Because you're plugged into a whole network of academic-specific sites, your job postings go way, way further than just your own website. Second, and this is a big one, cost savings. Think about it. You can cut way down or even get rid of those high fees for listing on all those other platforms. And third, easy customization. This means you can build a careers page that actually looks and feels like your institution.
Let's just double-click on that reach part for a second, because this is amazing. Just imagine this. With one single click, boom, your new job opening gets blasted out to multiple academic job boards and all your social media channels. Think of the time saved. It just completely streamlines the whole process, and it gets you way more visibility, instantly.
And all that control, it lets you build a careers page that is a serious magnet for top talent. Seriously, instead of your job being just another line item lost in a sea of listings on some giant website, you're creating your own dedicated space. It's a place where you can really show off your institution's culture, the research, everything. And that means you attract people who are better fit from day one. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but it's probably a massive, complicated IT project that'll take months, right? Well, that's where things get really surprising. The whole point of this technology is to make it easy and accessible. In fact, you can launch your own platform in less than 10 minutes. No, seriously, 10 minutes. The whole setup is designed to be super fast and intuitive. It gets rid of all those technical headaches you usually get with new software. The goal is to get this tool in your hands so you can get back to what you actually care about, finding the best people. And get this, for any institution that's curious and wants to check this out, you can actually experience it all for yourself with zero commitment. You can literally start today, get full access, and it costs you nothing. It's the perfect way to see if it's the right move for your hiring strategy. So how does that work? It's super simple.
All you have to do is claim your free trial, and you get 2 full months of access to the whole shebang, the entire platform. That gives you plenty of time to play with all the features, see how the applicants come in, and actually measure the results before you have to make any kind of decision. So, if this sounds interesting and you want to learn more or maybe even see a live demo of how it all works, you've got a couple of options. You can head over to academicjobs.com, or you can shoot an email to jobboardsoftware@academicjobs.com to book a demo. At the end of the day, this is about more than just some new software, isn't it? It's really about a fundamental shift, a whole new way of thinking about your recruitment process. And that leaves us with one big question. Are you ready to really own your hiring? Are you ready to take full control of how you find and attract the next generation of leaders for your institution?